Today, I'm going to show to you how you can format your Kindle book for paperback in 5 steps. This is going to be great today. Oh yeah, baby. So stay there and let's get it rock and rolling. Hi there, this is General Exo. Welcome to this video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is going to be hot. Well, not that hot. I mean, this is kind of boring, but I need to make this seem more exciting than it really is, or otherwise you won't feel like doing it. So today let's talk about how you can format your book for paperback in 5 freaking steps. Okay, I'm going to show you the whole process. And also, if you still haven't liked, just go right below, click on that thumbs up, you know what you need to do. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can receive my weekly video updates where I share with you a lot of videos related to Kindle publishing and several ways for you to make money online. So let's get it started, baby. Okay, let's format this book for paperback. At the moment it is an ebook. So the first thing is for you to have your book well formatted for Kindle. If this is something you don't know how to do, then just click on that small eye on the left side of the screen, I think, so you can watch my other video where I explain how you can format your book for Kindle. It's really simple and so on, okay? Now, when it comes to paperback, it's a bit more complicated and also a bit more time consuming. I suggest later on that you actually get someone to do this process for you to outsource it. You can go to Fiverr and hire someone who will do this process for $5, $10 or something like that, because this can get quite time consuming, especially when you have plenty of images and so on. It can be a pain in the butt, you could say. So I'm going to format this book, and this is something that probably initially you can do just to save a few bucks, so you can, I don't know, just buy something else. But when it comes to Kindle, it's still something that I do because it's really simple, it's really quick, and yeah, it doesn't take very long. Okay, so the first thing first, this is step numero uno, is simply to adjust the size of your page. For this, I'm using WPS Office. This is an alternative to Word. I already explained this several times. This is a free software. It's similar to Word, so I guess if you are using Word, you can kind of compare the options that I'm going to show to you throughout this video and kind of get there. It's not that complicated. Anyway, this is a free software, so I suggest for you to get it. You can just search on Google for this software, get it, download it, install it, do all those pretty amazing things, okay? So we are going to go to page layout, and in page layout you want to go to size. You have a lot of sizes over here, a lot, but you want to go to more paper sizes, and you can see the width and the height of this page, or this page is better saying. Now, something is, when it comes to sizes, the standard size is 6:9. This is the most common one used, but you can also go for 5:8. Those are the standard sizes. So for this book, I'm going to use 6:9 for this. So I'm going to just add 6 for width, and you can actually see the preview over here on the side just to get an idea of how this looks like. So 6:9, okay, awesome. And you want to select over here whole document, because it's the whole document that you want to format. And I'm just going to press OK just to show to you the changes, because usually I go immediately to margins, but over here I just want to show to you the changes. Okay, this is how it looks like at this point in time. Looks amazing. Now, the other thing is you want to get to margins. And these are the margins that I use. I'm not saying this is the best thing ever. You can format it a different way, but I use this sizes for my book because it makes it look pretty decent. So 0 0.5 for this, left 0.5, and okay, bottom also 0.5, and over here is 0.6, and gutter width is 0.4. And you can see the changes happening over here on the preview, so you can get a better idea. Now, when it comes to this, well, I want to mirror margins. You can see mirror margins. This is how it looks like. Once again, whole document. I'm just going to leave this just for a few seconds so you can get all of the right sizes, because I guess you're following my video, of course. So just, yeah, these are the sizes that I use. And press OK. And now you can see that it looks pretty decent. Okay. Now sometimes you may need to change a few sizes, because once you, especially the problem usually happens when you have images. When you have images, sometimes the content gets kind of awkward then, because of this over here, the getter length is kind of, things kind of get out of place when it comes to your content, and you might need to change and adjust the size a bit until it looks good once you upload this file to KDP. Okay, now the second step is pagination. You want to have pages because this is a paperback. You need it. Okay, so where you want to do this? Okay, you want to go, okay, you have the front page. You might want to adjust this, but it looks pretty good. Okay, usually what I do is just give a few more spaces so I can have the name right below. And I'm not sure. This is how I do stuff over here, just like this. This looks good. It has a front page. Now this is the copyright page. You can see, and this is the table of content, and right immediately where you see introduction, I want to start having a pagination starting with number 1 over here. So this is the first page. For us to do this, how you do it, you go over here where you see page break, and you just delete page break, because you don't want a page break for this. You want to go to insert, you want to go to breaks, and you want to add next page section break, just like that. You click on it, and actually it has an enter over here, which I'm going to delete. And by the way, if you don't have this whatever they call it, page code or whatever, you want to go over here to home and hide paragraphs marks, and you want to have this checked, just like this, so you can see this paragraph marks. Okay, so yeah, now what you want to do, you want to go right below over here. As you can see, once I double click on the footer section, this appears. Okay, this appears, and what you want to do is simply go to header. You already are here, and actually I want to go to this one, to this side. This is where the introduction is. The introduction page is, because this is the other page that still belongs to the table of content. And what you want to do is to unlink these pages. You basically want to create a new section that later on you are going to paginate. I think it's paginate, probably. So you click over here where you see link, it's still selected, and you just click on it, and there you go. Really that simple. Now we want to insert page number. Click on it. I always add to the center because I'm not sure. I mean, when I had to left, right side, it just complicates everything, and I don't like things complicated. So I just had to center so I don't run into any kind of problems, especially when I upload the document to KDP. So I'm just going to add to the center. And I'm going to start from current page. just this over here. And you can see that once I select, there you go. Really that simple. Okay, so now we have everything paginated, looking good. I'm just going to scroll down just to see how everything looks. It looks good. Now let's go and let's add a table of content, because this is for our ebook. So I'm going to delete this table of content because it doesn't have any pages. So this is step number 3. Okay, step number 3, add table of content. Good to delete this one, and it did a bit more than I really wanted over here. So just going to add an enter over here, and now I'm going to references, and I'm going to table of content, insert table of content. And I'm just going to add the main headers. I'm not sure if this is going to look good because I'm not sure how well formatted this book is. That's why I said before that your book should be well formatted for Kindle. Then you have a lot less problems when you try to format that book for paperback. And you can see, you get a better idea over here on the preview how your table of content will look like. And you can actually, I'm just going to add this, and in this case hyperlinks are not needed because supposedly people are going to buy this book in paperback, of course. So you can choose different options over here depending on what you would like, and I'm just going to select this one, and I'm going to press OK and see how it looks like. Okay. Actually, it's giving a lot of spacing for some reason. It doesn't look bad. I'm going to delete the options that I don't need, such as this one, table of content. This is not needed. Let's check the rest and see if it looks good. Okay, it seems to look good. Yeah, that looks good. I probably would just need to configure over here a few options. As you can see, it's giving way too much spacing, but now I'm not certain how to do that, and I don't want to waste a huge amount of time, but I guess you're not going to run into that kind of problem. It has to do with the formatting of my page. For some reason, it's giving way too much space between each line, and it doesn't look that good. I would just reduce a bit, but I would need to check how to do that, and at this point, I don't want to waste way too much time doing that. Okay, step number 4 is for you to just review your book, have page breaks, and make everything look nice and tight. Okay, and sometimes once you configure, what I suggest for you to do is once you configure, you may need to add some extra pages and so on. So once you configure, what you want to do is simply go over here and update over here your table of content, so you can adjust the pagination of your book, because the pagination by then may be wrong. So the first thing that you want to do is simply add some pages over here. So basically what happens is you need to see a great way for you to do this is simply grab a book. Okay, you grab a paperback and see how it is configured. So this is basically this is the title page. Which is the first page that you basically open the book. It's the first page, it's the title page, then you turn and it should be a weight page. So for that, I'm just going to add a new page over here. So I'm going to insert, add page break, and there you go. I have a blank page. So once I turn it it's blank, it's a blank page, and then I have my copyright page starting over here. Okay, and basically if you grab a paperback book, it's easier for you to do this. And over here I'm not liking this, so I'm going to remove some spacing, and possibly I'm not sure. It seems like it's giving way too much spacing over here, and I'm not liking this. And I'm going to try to put everything into the same page, just like this, because it makes things just look a bit better. So now I turn, okay, copyright page, and over here the copyright page, and then people will see the table of content. They turn table of content, okay, and then introduction page will appear on the right side, on my right side of the book. Okay, so probably I'm doing this a bit fast, but I suggest for you to simply open up a book and try to kind of visualize how your book will look like once you upload it to KDP. Actually, once you pass it to KDP, you can get a better glimpse of how your book will look like. But since it's a way for you to save some time, because once you upload your book to KDP, it may take quite a while for your book to get uploaded. It may sometimes take like 5-10 minutes. I'm not joking. So a way for you to save some time is just get this right from the beginning. Okay, I think that looks good. Of course, I would probably need to check a preview. And what you want to do is simply go and make sure over here on the ending of a chapter to add a page break. Okay, actually I made over here a little problem. Make sure on the end of each chapter, in this case it's chapter number 1, to add a page break, just like that. It's to pass to the next chapter. So you scroll down, and basically this is what you want to do. Okay, check it to see everything looks good. And actually, as you may see, this page break is unnecessary over here, so I'm just going to remove it. I'm not sure if I had another one over here. Probably not. Now, this is good. This is and I'm just going to go, I'm not going to do the whole book. I just want to give you a better idea of what you need to do. You just want to scroll down, check everything, see if everything looks good. And this is chapter 2. Actually, that was chapter 1. This is chapter 2. It has a page break over here. That seems good. Chapter 3, also a page break to start the new chapter. And well, probably I can just do this really quickly. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, over here, too much spacing, as you may see. And I can actually do the whole book. It's not, back then I used to do smaller books, so it's not much content. I mean, actually this book didn't do basically any sales when I published it. It was, I mean, back then cryptocurrency was really a hot topic in Amazon, but it quickly vanished. And I mean, basically the only books selling well at this point are from authors who have some repetition in this niche. So I'm just going to do the rest of this book because it's really small and you get a better idea of how you can do this. And something that I want to suggest is, okay, actually this is ending in odd number, pair number. It's a pair number. Okay, this is ending in a pair number, and it's important for you to always end your book in a pair number. If you don't have your book ending in a pair number, then make sure just to add an extra page. Now, this is not important for KDP. You won't have any problems with KDP when it comes to this. Now, if you want to publish your book in Ingram Spark, that's where you run into some kind of issues when it comes to this, because when you publish your book in Ingram Spark, there's an option when you're in one of the steps of their process where they recommend for you to end your book in a pair number. And that's the reason why you just should get this right from the start so you don't have that problem. And I always suggest for you to also publish your paperback in Ingram Spark. If you don't know how to do that, make sure to check my video. Once again, I'm going to leave my video link once you click on that small eye in the top. Okay, I'm just going to update this, the table of content, because at this point it might have, as you can see, it changed the pages. Actually, something that doesn't look good. Probably that's why I'm having some problems over here. It's just with this. Okay, I already know why I'm having some problems over here. I can see it because, yeah, I would need to do this and just change things around over here. So I'm just going to do this, and now I see, because you know, I was actually in this book, I separated the book chapter title and the chapter and so on in my book, and I kind of made this happen over here. And okay, just like this. And once again, I'm going to update the fields over here. Okay, that looks good. Just everything in the same page. I probably would need to adjust over here, and not sure if I need to add an extra page in this case to make things look good. Okay, now let's go to step number 5, which is simply to save your file and upload it to KDP. It's really, this is basically what you need to do, okay? So what I recommend for you to do is, I recommend for you to first save your file as, it can be over here. As you can see, I already have over here the ebook, and I'm going to save this as a paperback. Okay, I always had an identifier just to kind of get an idea whether it's an ebook or a paperback book formatted. And I'm going to add over here as a docx, because later on, in case I need to edit something, I have this file to work with. And make sure to not overwrite your old file, in this case the Kindle file. And now what you want to do is just save this as a PDF, because it's the type of file that kind of reduces the number of problems that you may have once you upload this file to KDP. Okay, so this is why I suggest for you to save it as a PDF file, just like this. Takes a few seconds, and it seems to be the best file for this. Okay, looks like this. Let's just take a look and see if it looks good. Yeah, that seems to look good. Okay, this seems to look good. And now you just go to KDP. What you want to do, I'm not going to do this because it takes forever. It might take 5-10 minutes just to upload the file, but I guess you get the idea. You just want to upload the paperback manuscript over here. You just search for this file on your computer, and you upload the PDF file. Then what you want to do is launch a preview, and you want to check every single page of your book to see if the formatting looks good. Sometimes you may need to edit a few of some problems that you find inside of your book and just upload it again. Sometimes that may be I would say a bit of a time-consuming process, because sometimes I actually happen to upload the same file like 3 or 4 times just to get it right. And the problem is the uploading time takes a long time in KDP Amazon for you to be able to do that. And this is the 5 steps that you need to take to format your book for paperback. That is all for this video. If you have any question related to Kindle publishing, just leave it on the comment section right below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can receive my weekly vid updates. Also, don't forget to go to my website. I'm going to leave the link right below so you can get my free bonus. This is a free guide that I will send to you. This free guide where I teach you how to publish a book that will do $300 to $800 in Kindle Amazon. So just go to my website, subscribe to my newsletter. I will also give you a lot of the advice throughout my newsletter. Just do that. Once again, the link is right below in the description from this video. That is all for now. Stay tuned with your Alexo, and bye.